Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jay. We are learning the meaning of the verses of Sri Guru Geeta based on Guru Geethartheshwari, written by Her Highness Mahayogi Swami Umananda Saraswati. As asserted by Gurudev, Sri Guru Geeta Mahamantra is a self-study that enhances and fosters the art of living in the present age of darkness known as the Kali Yuga. Today we are going to learn Shlok number 65 and 66.
श्रुति प्रत्यक्षमैतीयम् अनुमानश्चतुष्टयम् यस्य चात्म तपो वेद देशिकं च सदा स्मरन् मननं यद्भवं कार्यं तद्वदामि महामते साधुत्वं च मया दृष्ट्वा त्वयि तिष्ठति साम्प्रतम्.
Always remember the Guru. His spiritual power can be discerned through the four sources of knowledge: the Vedas, direct perception, sacred historical texts, and inference. Remember the Guru with every breath. Knowledge comes by the Guru's grace. I speak, with one mighty reason, on the theme on which one should always reflect. Seeing that you are receptive, O Parvati, I shall speak to thee on the theme of the Guru's grace. For your mind is able to comprehend, and so these truths find a place in you. The Guru is capable of knowing all scriptures. He understands the inner meaning of the philosophical statements. Whatever the Guru knows is based on his own experience of the same. He has realized the self through meditation. His story, his life history, his character, his experience all show that he is the knower of the self. Sri Shankar is asking Parvati to remember such Guru always. He admires her great intelligence, desireless intellect that is essential to grasp the knowledge of the self. Such great intellect alone can understand the greatness of the Guru. The intellect which is without desires, is not attached to matter and worldly life, is not selfish and egoistic, alone can be called subtle, broad, and great. If a stone is thrown in the mud, it sinks immediately without creating any reaction on the mud. But if it is thrown in the river, ripples are formed over the surface of the water. The water reacts. Similarly, the gross intellect does not react, but the subtle one shows reaction. The self is the subtlest of the subtle. To know and grasp the subtle reality, the intellect also must be necessarily subtle. Similarly, the Guru at once knows the seeker whether he is real or not when the seeker is in his presence. The seeker must be simple, not like one who puts on airs. He must be straightforward and not of crooked mentality. He must possess good thoughts and desires. He should not give undue importance to the worldly life. Above all this, he must approach the Guru and be in his presence with all respect and love. For the exchange of the knowledge of the self, the personal contact is absolutely necessary. Radio, tape recorder, telephone, television are of no use to impart this wisdom. They can at most help in spreading the knowledge. This is not a mechanical thing. The contact between the teacher and the taught is a life one. Parvati was a real seeker and her Guru was quite pleased with her subtle intellect, and therefore he agreed to impart the knowledge of the self to her. Otherwise, this great knowledge is not to be given to all who are not yet ready to receive it. It should not be taught anywhere and any time. There is tradition, there are rules and regulations to be observed and obeyed. It is to be given through the Guru-disciple lineage. The Guru is also supposed to pray to his Guru first and invoke him before starting his own discourse, and thus establish and show the Guru Parampara. The one who is not accepted by any Guru has no power, has no right to give discourses on the knowledge of the self. As the sacred water from the temple flows through the channel of the cow mouth shape, so also the Ganges of these knowledge of the self must flow and reach people through the Guru's mouth only. Guru alone can give this knowledge and no one else. The teacher who is not a real Guru cannot destroy this impression of others by his discourses. The knowledge of the Supreme and the greatness of the Guru are the one and the same. Sri Guru Geeta is the knowledge of the self. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jay.